Morning, and thanks for tuning in. We're going to have a very interesting discourse on the program this morning. But first, let's go take this report.
Reported heavy rain recorded in most parts of Lagos could not commence as planned due to the rain, which commenced around 6 a.m. and therefore prevented voters from coming out on time to elect candidates. The Electoral Commission arrived with materials for the election on time at the designated centers. The exercise commenced behind schedule.
Last I came and they went.
So we just brought their
accreditation are going to start, they say, in a short while. So I'm still standing, waiting for the accreditation. Whenever I got done with the accreditation,
and the equipment to use for the cover of this electorate, we will be expecting everything.
Despite the security breach in most parts of Lagos, policemen and other security agencies were seen moving around while others were positioned at strategic locations to forestall breach. Lagos State Council confirmed that the exercise was peaceful generally, but expressed reservations.
That is one of the issues that people raise, that they got to the polling booth and they asked them to go to another official.
As at the time of filing this report, counting of vote had since commenced, while the result would be announced before the end.
We welcome you to elections in Lagos, and joining us in our studios here in Lagos. Thank you indeed for joining us on the show. And also Comrade Ayodele Akele, who is the Akele.
Thank you.
So we're looking at the elections. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect the rains would come pouring, continuously the way it did. And with the issue of the ineffectiveness of the local government councils over time, as we have it, and its usefulness in the current reality of our democracy.
Well, thank you very much. Time that he said, because constitutionally, local government are supposed to be headed by states. You hardly find a democratically elected chairman and councillor as prescribed by the constitution. It's it's virtually lacking, and also over time you an excuse that you can tolerate if you look at things realistically. That tomorrow will be better. You carry that air. If you fail to do that, you will be shortchanging yourself, because whether you
as an electorate, so at least you can just do as much.
Yes.
Okay.
It's interesting. Of course, now we know what the result. That seemed to be a norm, Comrie, where you see the ruling party winning all the local government councils, holding elections. Would you agree with that?
Well, it's a pity that this is where we find ourselves in Nigeria and in Lagos in particular. Court more than 2 years ago, they refused from Fashola era. We have to file a case. The usual bureaucracy and style of Lagos State APC generally, they wait on appeal and they ask to follow diligently the appeal. They just used it to buy time. We are talking about 2 years. In fact, we have history another suit that government in Lagos State should be stopped.
Why so?
Except there is a you cannot be giving. This matter I see in court now. I don't know, maybe on point of law, maybe it's belated now because of this. But of course, the entire election too is questionable.
saying that
for the election.
There are about 12 parties that participated in this particular election. Why did NCP not pay just to participate?
What really are the issues? Why were you against?
My sister, it is an aberration. It's an aberration to his office. He constated as governor of Lagos State. Did they charge him a dime? It's whimsical. You will see the legality and aberration in the matter, and the whimsical. They are not. It's not statute bound. It is out of whimsical. No, and we predicted that the result is going to be written. They give us a chance. Not only that, Gani Fawehinmi, the fund that fought this matter to the Supreme Court to abrogate all these conditionalities, after he fought to the Supreme Court to liberalize a solidarity with NCP that fought to bring them to life on this matter.
It's all right, comrade. We're going to get back to that. Let's bring in Nelson Ekujimi in. Single council area as another party elected. What impact do you see?
Voice of the people. I don't think we have any problem with that. That is the democratic wish of the people. Also, we must recognize the fact that the society, so it behoves on us all to be alive to our responsibilities, to realize that our democratic rights does not begin and end on the day of election. So we must continuously engage. So if the people so decide that this is the party they want to vote for, it is their right.
So you're saying there's nothing wrong in APC, you know. Now, to a lot of people, the fact that the local government elections wasn't marred with okay. But let's look at the issues. I heard about ballot papers found in a commercial bus in Agege, you know, and in some other areas.
I was an observer for the election, an accredited observer. I moved around the states. I was in Ikusi and East local government. And from what I saw, but even before the arrival, what I noticed in most of the areas and polling units I visited was that the security personnel were already on ground. There were the voters there as well as the party agents. And where they arrived early, accreditation and voting commenced simultaneously. And I asked the LASEC officials, where did you arrive? Some told me they arrived 9, some told me they arrived 10. And I said, when are you ending the exercise, you know, to make up for the lost time? So at the end of the exercise, which was marred by voter apathy, I must admit that it was marred by the flood, by the rains, which disrupted the elections, and they did the sorting of the ballot papers and the counting and announced the result and moved it to the next level. So that is my own submission based on my personal.
At APC.
I don't agree with how can you be putting words into my mouth?
No, I'm just
I can't agree.
I'm not putting words in your mouth.
Okay.
I'm just talking from the numbers we got.
Look,
does that, in your opinion, reflect the wish of?
It does not. You know, out of the process at initial. Let me even predict that this election is voidable. The reason is that we just want to. We had a primary.
Are you going to court?
The judiciary and LASEC. They never had us until a day to the election.
Was there a ruling on that particular
case? Was so. I mean, at a particular point, around 4 lawmakers amended LASEC law.
We're going to get
2 days. So how can that give that election credibility? So we are saying we are going back to the NJC because we are denied justice from May 22nd. There was no rule. We have a lot of members of our party that are contesting that are not employed.
Let me ask you a question, comrade. Now, seeing that you are, that is, other parties that participated in this election met up with the demands, but
this is not a precedent that everybody is enjoying. So it doesn't matter. We are fighting on principle.
On principle.
Comrade mentioned earlier, have alluded that that gave a particular party the advantage to substitute names, which also has impacted on the quality of
election
democracy. What are your opinions about that?
Well, my opinion to it is in the day that it was for a predetermined end. But the reality of the matter, of which some of us are privy to, is that some parties, secondly, is that does the House of Assembly have the constitutional right to amend?
To have done that, yeah.
Of course, they are constitutionally empowered to do that.
Morally speaking again, seeing how close to the day of election, you know, that was, do you think they should have done that at that kind of a critical time? That was last Monday, isn't it? They shouldn't have done that, or maybe perhaps have done it like earlier so that they could have carried every other party along.
Well, the truth of the matter is that in life, but people are divided. Why some said, okay, no problem, so long as it was not done to say, okay, it is only party A that should benefit of, you know, substituting their candidate. They had that free window. But looking at the timing, maybe we can say the timing was not appropriate.
Wrong.
My life, first reading, second reading, third reading, same day, the following day, the governor signed it to law. It's obviously suspicious.
It's
you know the content. It was hostage managed, and that's part of the rigging. You don't change a goalpost when the match is on. Whether they sponsored all those other political parties, we stand independently.
Okay,
no,
let's take a break, comrade. We'll come back.
Thank
we'll
you.
come back and still talk a bit more. We're discussing the fallout found in a commercial bus somewhere in Agege. When we come back, we'll continue with our discussion. Stay with us.
We are here at the Goli Center at LASEC. They are telling us that it's only this motor that left, and this motor is loading a ballot poop. You can come and see it. It's loading a ballot paper. Now we ask the driver where this motor is moving. He started to drive. Where is the motor is going? The guy ran away. We did not see the driver now. Nobody is inside that vehicle. We want to know where is the ballot paper is going to. The security officer here did not know where this vehicle is going.
I'm an SPO, and I'm representing this local government, and I'm supposed to work with Woji. Our men and women are there. We can come with their vehicle, follow us, you know, and they kind of refused before the policeman came to try to placate them, you know, and the police. No.
You are the driver. You are the driver. Why?
What am I going to do?